Hey guys, today we are going to be making some steak tacos. So first step is let's get that marinade done. With the marinade, I like to keep it pretty simple. We just have a few ingredients. We got some fresh orange juice, some fresh lime juice, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of oil, and some seasoning. But I also like to add a little bit of beer to it. I just think it tastes really good, and I can't explain why. But Mexican beer goes good with some Mexican food, so we're gonna put it in the marinade. Also, for the meat, normally you'll see flank steak. I like to use skirt steak. It's just got a little bit more fat, so therefore it's got a little more flavor. It will also stay juicier. However, it's not going to be as tender as your flank steak, so keep that in mind. But my thinking is that since we're chopping it up in little pieces for the tacos, it all works out. First, get yourself a large mixing bowl, and I'm going to add in about a pound of skirt steak. We're serving 2 today, and we're probably going to have some leftovers. And then I add some garlic. This is to taste, but I like a lot, so I used about a tablespoon of chopped garlic and some roughly chopped cilantro. Some fresh squeezed lime juice and fresh squeezed orange juice gets added in. It's a nice citrusy flavor. And then I'm gonna put in some white vinegar, just a splash, and about a half cup of vegetable oil. And depending on how spicy you want this marinade, you can add some jalapenos. I just do some black pepper, some chili powder, and then finally some cayenne pepper for a little heat. Last, but certainly not least, put some beer in the marinade. Just a splash would be good. And I'm using Pacifico. Add a couple splashes of beer. Just use your eyes, there's no precise measurement here. And then after everything's all added, we're gonna go ahead and give it a good mix with our hands. And we'll wrap that up with some plastic wrap before we put it in the fridge. It is now in the refrigerator. It's gonna stay in there for about 1 hour. I like to keep it at an hour maximum because there's a lot of acid in the marinade, so at that point, if you keep it in there for too long, it's gonna start to get a little mushy. So, but at about 1 hour, you're gonna get the benefits of the marinade, which is breaking down the meat a little bit, making it a little bit more tender, and all that flavor is seeping into the meat. While that's going, you can get all your toppings ready. So if you want to put on some guacamole or you want to put a little garnish on the tacos, you can get that ready. And I'm just gonna sit back and wait till it's done. While I was relaxing, waiting for that steak to marinate, I decided to get a topping ready for the tacos. It's just an onion and cilantro combination. Very common. Give the onions a good dice and then chop up your cilantro as fine as you can. I like to use a chopping motion by putting my left hand over the knife and just kind of gliding through the cilantro. Now heat up your grill or your cast iron on high heat and brush with some vegetable oil so it doesn't stick. And then we're gonna add in our meat, making sure to get rid of any excess cilantro leaves or pieces of garlic that may be stuck to the meat. We don't want that to burn. And you just want to go for a nice hard sear on there. Give it a good char. Meanwhile, we got our tortillas warming up. And just give it a good flip on the pan after it starts to smoke. And as you can see, we got some nice char lines here. This is that flavor that you're familiar with when you bite into some carne asada. It's gotta taste a little burnt. After it's rested, I'm gonna slice the meat against the grain and then turn it and then slice the other way so I can get some nice diced pieces of meat. And typically we like to serve our tacos 3 per person. They're pretty small tacos, so it's a good serving size. And after we've plated the meat, we go ahead and top with our onion and cilantro. And that's it. You can add some salsa or some guacamole, but sometimes I like it just like this. So that's it, guys. Carne Asada tacos, street taco style. Hope you enjoy it. Very simple, just some meat and a little bit of onion and cilantro at the end there. You can add what you like. You can put some guacamole. You can put some cheese if you want. But I like it just like this. There's so much flavor in the carne asada. It's got that lime in there, that citrus element. It's got a lot of great flavor from the garlic and the seasoning. So that's really all you need, and it comes out pretty juicy too. So we're gonna go in for a taste. It's really good. Steak is tender, it's juicy, and I think when you use skirted steak, you do get a little more flavor than your typical flank steak. And after you cut it, make sure you do cut it across the grain, because otherwise it'll end up a little tough. But after you cut it into little diced pieces, there's no concern with it being too chewy. It's really, really good. So give it a try, guys. I think you'll really enjoy this recipe. And head over to foodsandfixes.com for more information. And as always, if you liked the video, please click like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.